In a two-room corner office in Sylvania, Ohio, is HDD Holdings, a company Don Harbaugh created to manage his investments under one roof.
I want to stay occupied, keep my mind still active, and help people. And then this gave me the vehicle to do that.
You could say vehicles have been the drive behind Don's success, but let's change gears and shift into reverse. Growing up, the Toledo native appeared destined to play professional baseball.
Tigers, being right next to Detroit, were interested. The Indians were interested in drafting me in high school. My father said, don't waste your draft pick. He's going to be the first Harbaugh to go to college.
Don ditched the cold to attend Florida State on a baseball scholarship, where he was a pitcher for the Seminoles and a member of the 1970 team that played for a national title.
That was what we got for finishing second. And Southern Cal got exactly the same thing, but theirs was gold and ours is silver.
At first, Don studied to be a dentist, but the chemistry just wasn't right.
Got to organic chemistry, and that sort of took care of my dental career.
So, Don followed in the family business.
I was interested in sales, and my father was in the sales business, so I thought, well, business would probably make some sense for me to do.
Don graduated with a degree in marketing in 1971 and headed home to Ohio to get his first taste of life as a traveling salesman.
It was the other side of from the book education to the real world education.
In 1973, after being turned down for jobs many times by his father, Don was hired by his dad at a manufacturer's representative agency. He worked almost exclusively on the Toledo Molding and Die account, an automotive plastics supplier focusing on heating, ventilation, and air conditioning components.
That's when air conditioning was first coming in to be an integral part of a car. So then we started making the units themselves. Toledo Molding and Die was pretty instrumental in helping develop the integrated motor air conditioning systems.
About 15 years later, Don made the jump from employee to president when he, his father, and his brother bought Toledo Molding and Die.
Now, this was my office, right?
After his father retired, Don was named chairman, CEO, and president of the company. Under Don's leadership, TMD built 5 new manufacturing plants, increased employment to over 1,100 people, and grew the company's sales from around $20 million a year to over $250 million a year.
It's like the great American dream. You get that one opportunity, and I got to be part of it.
But the dream turned into a nightmare with the collapse of the American automotive industry in the late 2000s.
It's going to be some rough times here. We're going to have to cut back on some personnel. We're going to have to, reduce salaries across the board by 10-15%. We're going to have to suspend 401ks. We're going to have to do, and those are not fun. Those are not fun things. But we did it as a team. With
Don's business judgments and steady hand, the company survived when many of his competitors didn't.
Sometimes you get a little lucky too. But the harder you work, the luckier you get. And I think that proved for us to be true.
In November of 2011, Don sold Toledo Molding and Die. At the same time, his investment with BX Solutions, a Toledo-based transportation and logistics company, took off.
They were having a little bit of a struggle finding investors, typical startup kind of thing. My attorney was talking with them. They approached me to be an angel investor.
Don continued to invest in BX Solutions, and last year became the owner and chairman of the board of the company.
It's just one of the investments I have in HDD Holdings, so but it's my biggest one.
But Don's true passion lies outside the workplace.
Hello, young man. Good. How you doing? I guess if you put it in a nutshell, that's probably my number one passion is really the Boys and Girls Clubs. It's a place where you see it every day. You're saving lives.
Like from the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of Toledo, and they all sign it.
I can't think of a better organization to support, better place to put time, effort, and treasure.
A man dedicated to giving, Don Harbaugh wishes the next wave of business students to remember, when they become successful, don't forget where you came from.
If you're lucky, make sure you're ready to, when you get that education and you become successful, make sure you're ready to give back. not only to your university, but to your community.
And for Don, it started at Florida State University.